knows that the medical field exists, and everybody knows that it's a challenge to get into the medical field. I want to talk about becoming a pediatrician. They always say that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, and for me, I wish that were true. Hi, I'm Taylor Kemp. I'm a biology major, and I have volunteered in the medical field quite a bit. Everyone here has been to the doctors, and everyone here will go to the doctors again. So knowing more about this career field will be beneficial to you. Today, I want to talk about how much school and time does it actually take to get into the medical field, what exactly a pediatrician is, and what do they do in a day on their job. I want to first talk about school. According to careerworld.org, published in 2020, it takes 8 years of school after high school to become in the medical field at all. First, you have to do your 4 years for your bachelor degree. This could be majoring in biology, chemistry, biomedical sciences, biochemistry. There's a wide variety to choose from, but it has to be science related. After that, you go to a 4-year med school, which there's where you specialize. For me, I would specialize in children, but people can specialize in feet, knees, any of that. After you graduate from your med school program, you do 3 to 7 years of internship and residency in a hospital with other people. So an overall census could be more or less, but it will be around 11 to 15 years to get where you want no matter where you're going in the medical field. So what is a pediatrician? Like I said, it is a children's doctor, but according to WebMD, published in 2018, it's much more. Pediatricians are doctors who manage the health of your child, including physical, behavior, and mental health issues. They're trained to diagnose and treat childhood illnesses from minor health problems to serious diseases. So they are very important in your child's young life. You take your child there quite a bit to make sure they're meeting milestones and getting the right checkups so that they're healthy and growing properly. What does a pediatrician do? So they give you physical exams, like a physical for a sport you're playing in high school. They give children vaccines, so when you need that vaccination for school, you go to your pediatrician. They make sure they meet the milestones in growth, behavior, and skill that they need to be meeting, and they diagnose and treat your child's illnesses, infections, and injuries, and other health problems. So like strep or mono, they can diagnose that and treat that if they can. They can give you information about your child's health, safety, nutrition, and fitness needs. Whether that be, they put you in that percentile, like if you're 55th percentile, you're like right in the middle, you're about average. If you're below or higher, they can give you ways to change that and make sure that you're meeting the correct goals. They can answer questions about your child's growth and development, and if they can't answer your specific questions, they can refer you to a specialist that can help your child in that certain thing. According to strategic communication in business and the professions, working well in groups is an important part of life and jobs, especially within the medical field and especially in a pediatric office. There's so much going on and they're meeting so many patients all the time that they need to make sure they're organized and communicating well and working well within their groups to make things go smoothly. So when you first walk into a pediatric office, you go up to the front desk and the receptionist and you get the proper paperwork, and they have to check you in so that you're in the system, and they have to communicate with the nurse that you are there so that the nurse can come get you when your time is there. If they don't communicate with that or they don't get the proper paperwork, you may not be treated, or you may not be treated for the right thing. Once the nurse comes and gets you, they need to take the correct weight and your correct height to make sure that if you are administered any drugs or prescriptions, you have the right amount for your body. They also need to take down the correct information so the doctor or pediatrician is prepared when they come in to actually do your physical or exam. Once the pediatrician comes in, they need to make sure they're asking the correct questions so they can correctly diagnose you and give you the correct tests to give you the prescription you need if needed, or let you know what's wrong with you. And once that happens, if you do need a prescription, they need to communicate with the pharmacist. The pharmacist does not work directly within the office that the receptionist, nurse, and doctor do. So they need to have good communication not only within their workplace, in their area, but also outside with the other people they are coming in contact with and the other people that need to know what's going on. So once the pharmacist receives your prescription, they need to gather the correct amount and the correct prescription for you so that you're actually getting the help you need, because if not, that could be detrimental to your health. So being able to communicate and work well with not only your group that you are directly working with, but people outside of your group is what makes the medical field and makes the pediatric office run smoothly and make sure that you get the help that you need and came in for. The medical field is so crucial, and now you know a little bit more about there and how to get there and how it runs, which is important because you're going to use that a lot in your life. And as we see now with this pandemic, it is a very important part of our life, and knowing more about it can help you understand what they're going through. Today, you learn that it could take up to 15 years to become a doctor, which is a very long time and takes a lot of dedication. What exactly a pediatrician is, which is a child's doctor, and they make sure that your child is healthy and safe, and what they do. Luckily, an apple a day doesn't keep the doctor away, because if it were that easy, I would not have a career path and I would not have a passion. Thank you very much.